Hello, this is Cass Vickers. Because the IPT website is a principal communications vehicle for communications between the organization and its members and among and between members, we wanted to create a short tutorial to familiarize you with some of the most commonly used features of the website. One of the things you'll want to do first when you come to the website is go to the upper right-hand corner and sign in. Unlike our old website, there's a single login for this purpose. You don't have to use multiple usernames and passwords. And once you've signed in, you'll have access to everything that's available to you as a member. You'll note here that if you've forgotten your password or username, you can use these links to retrieve it. After you've signed in, your name will appear next to the sign in, sign out button in the upper right-hand corner of the web screen. And clicking on that is the way you're going to get behind the login to information that is available to you either as a member of IPT or as a registrant for one of our programs. We're going to talk this morning about these functions: searching for a member, finding and registering for upcoming programs, retrieving papers associated with IPT programs, checking on the status of your CMI designation, and paying dues online. So let's start by searching for a member. Click on your name. It will take you to this page. In fact, it'll take you to the About Me or Profile page first, and we would ask you to review that information when you come to it and make sure that what we've got for you, name, title, address, email, company, is correct. That is the information we have in the membership database, and it's what we use for accreditation purposes, for making your program badges, and general demographic and related purposes. So please make sure that you keep that up to date. Searching for members can be done either by looking for the individual's name or finding the individual through the company for which he or she works. The individual name page lets you list the last name as containing letters A, B, C, or the first name is containing them, or you can put in letters that the company name contains. You can also confine your search to a specific city or state. You can look for individuals who hold one of the CMI designations or who work in one of the fields. And you can combine constraints. For example, you could look for all of the property tax CMIs in the state of Louisiana. When you find an individual's name, the member you're looking for, it will display the name, the member type, for example, property tax associate, the company that individual works for, a mailing address, and the individual's email address and telephone number. You can also look for members by going to the company for which they work. Again, with typing in the letters that the company name starts with or contains, and as before, confined to a particular city, state, or country. In addition to these electronic directories, we are also including on the web page, under the My Membership tab behind the login, a PDF file that has a member directory in alphabetical order, either by individual or by the name of the company that the member works for. Please keep in mind that because we put these out in April each year, and because changes are constantly being made to individuals' email addresses, titles, positions, employers, that the information is current only as of the date that PDF file is posted. If you want the most current information, you need to do the member search looking at the electronic versions. Now, apart from searching for members, the second thing you might want to do when you come to the IPT website is find or register for programs. You can find a listing of the programs from the home page under Upcoming Programs. These are the programs that are open for registration. And let's suppose, for example, that you're interested in the 2013 Property Tax Symposium. You're not committing by clicking on that register button that you saw me just click on to coming to the program. Clicking on the register button is going to take you to another page that includes a description of the program with the dates and location, a registration application, and a brochure that has a complete set of session descriptions, learning objectives, time slots, and speakers listed. If you have then registered for the Property Tax Symposium and you're within 7 days of the start of that program, you can retrieve the papers that authors, presenters have submitted to IPT by going to the My Participation button. You'll see there a box that displays the programs that you have registered for. And if you're within 7 days of the start of the program, that's when we post the papers for electronic viewing for people that are registered. You'll be taken to a page where those papers are listed by session, and you can click on and retrieve the individual papers. All right, another thing you might want to do if you're a CMI is to check the status of your designation. You do that by highlighting the CMI members bar. Now, I'm no longer, because I'm not a member of IPT, I'm no longer a CMI, and there are therefore no CMI records for me. But if I were, this page would show by discipline, income, property sales, and in the future, credits and incentives, the certification number, the status of my designations, active or inactive, the date it was originally awarded, and the current 5-year begin and end term dates. In order to get a copy of a report showing the credits that I have towards the renewal or maintenance of my CMI designation, I would click here and request it by email. On the landing page, you'd indicate the discipline, you'd confirm that the email address is correct, and you would request the status report by email. Our system polls that for requests every 5 minutes, so you should receive the responsive email within 5 to 10 minutes of the time you ask for it. This is also the page you'd be on if you want to submit non-IPT courses for continuing education credits for maintenance of your CMI designation. And you do that by clicking here and following the instructions on the landing page that it takes you to. Another thing you might want to do while you're at the IPT website, if it's that time of year, is to pay your dues. And you would do that clicking on the My Membership tab and then going to the billing portion in the right-hand column of that page. If your dues were up, if it were time to pay them, this bar would be highlighted, colored, and you'd click on it and follow the instructions for making payment online. The last feature I want to call to your attention is this. Under the My Membership bar, you will find archived issues of the tax report and member newsletters here. In addition to those, the current issue of the tax reports and member newsletters, of course, is on the home page and is available to the public. Archived copies are only available to members. The other new feature of the website I want to call to your attention in closing is the SALT wire. This is a bulletin board that we have set up. It's being administered by our General Counsel, Keith Landry. It allows members to submit timely, short pieces reporting emerging issues, brand new developments. The submissions will be attributed to the party tendering them to IPT with contact information as you see in this portion of the screen. And there is an opportunity for other members for you to reply, for you to ask questions of the person who submitted it or of others who are reading it. Now, there are many more resources available through IPT's website. For example, government and tax-related websites such as legislative sites where you can find proposed and pending legislation, and Department of Revenue websites where you can find rules, statutes, case law in many instances, but those we will hold for a future tutorial. In the meantime, I hope this review of some of the commonly used features of IPT's new website proves to be of value to you.